Hi, you guys. How do I have a thumbs up when there's no one on here? I don't know. Tell me. How is that possible? My phone just told me that I was live. Isn't that special? I got a message, 2 thumbs up and nobody's on here. Somebody's playing a trick on me. Like all day today. Okay, let me see. I need to message Kelly and tell her I'm live. Hi, Amberson. Hi, Roy. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Danny. Woo, we got the night crew. We're the night crew. It has been a fun day. Don't look at my crazy hair. I know. That's wild. I'm live. Okay, she saw it. Someone DS03, how are you doing? I'm doing fabulous. I was just going to go live in Azula, but Kelly pointed out to me today that I haven't been live on YouTube in like a week. I'm baking almond cookies right now, dipped in chocolate. You're such a witch. Who bakes cookies in the middle of the night? Witches do. I don't bake, but if I did, I would be doing it at night too. That sounds really good though. I love cookies and cake and all that good stuff. Someone who's procrastinating at work. Oh. Okay, you guys. You guys have all been sending in fabulous testimonies. And I just want to say congratulations to you all. I found out today, or was it last night? Woohoo! I think it was yesterday when I found out. Anyways, it was definitely yesterday, I'm pretty sure. One of my harder clients to was a sticky situation, off and on, love spells, this kind of thing. Anyways, it was like he lives in another place, and so we had to do like an open road to get him to move where she's at, and this whole thing, it was like a lot of stuff, a lot of steps. And anyways, so he's moving to her town and they're going to live together and everything's going really well. And so we're just like, yay. So that's done. And my client pretty much called me to say goodbye because once he's there, she won't be able to talk to me anymore. And so, and you guys, do not feel guilty about that, okay? I love you all and I'm really happy for you, but go live your life. Once your spell work goes through, I know that we kind of develop a relationship and things like that, but you guys, once your stuff goes through, you can't risk getting caught. And so I completely understand that, and I do not get upset or feel any kind of way about it. So once your stuff goes through, just be like, yay, it happened, it's worked, and I'm on my way, and I'm happy for you. Like, that to me, that's like, job done, job well done. Go live your life. Yeah, super excited and happy. I don't know if I gave this testimony on here or not. I know I did on my other social media. Breakup spell, went on vacation, and now can't get back in the country. That's super, super exciting to me. Hi. Accomplish. Yes. So that was really super cool and fun to me to hear that. And there's just been a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Another one of my love spells came through, but my client decided that she didn't want him after she got her love spell. Pork. She, yeah, she's changed her mind. Well, he was with someone else and seen her on the side, and then, so we didn't do she didn't want to do a breakup though. She just wanted to do the comeback love, so we did that. So it took like, I don't know, I want to say like 6 months, but it might not have been that long. But anyways, he's been back and forth many times throughout the 6 months, and now he's broke up with her and trying to move in with my client, and she's like, nah, I'm good. So that one's done and over, and I just laugh about it. And then I have a couple of others that I can't really talk about on here because they're malefic ones, and I don't like to talk about them on YouTube, even though they're pretty substantial, but they would be easy to track down, so I don't want to say anything about those. Rotting. Are you rotting? I've had a lot of really cool things happen to me on my path. I have a new book coming, a new primal book coming, and I'm excited about that. It should be here anytime, and I'm gonna totally do a book review on it. It's not, hi Heavy C. It's great to hear when wonderful things happen for people. Yes, it is. It surely is. And jobs. People are getting jobs like crazy. So that's exciting because, you know, our economy is going through a hard time. And so it's really exciting when people get the jobs that they want. Things like that happen. Chaos. Destruction. Don't forget destruction. I have some new spell work I'm going to be working on tonight, and I'm excited about that. I get to do a fish head tonight, so that's exciting. When I do different things to different puppets, you guys, it means different things. It depends on the person. It depends on the casting, and so there's no like one set thing that each thing does. Lord Welb, you're always awesome. Thank you. You're so kind. Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. You guys know I hate wearing them. Ugh. Hold on a second. I gotta put this on to be able to see. I know it's a late live, but I haven't been on in a long time, so there we go. Been following your advice. Gira Reyes on love work that I've been working on my own. and your advice has been working for me. Awesome. Thank you for sharing your craft and wisdom. You're so very welcome. I wish I could share more with you guys, but right now I just can't. I have certain things that are happening that I just can't talk about. It's really difficult because I like to share with everyone, but it is what it is. So, you know, I am starting to days today. I'm open for this week. I only have a few spells in, so if you have spell work that needs to be put in, get it in, because I book up fast for the week. So good to hear such great testimonies. I know, but they're so limited. They're so limited. I had a couple court cases that went really well. I had some help me pass the exam spell. Well, just one of those, and that went well. There was two, I think, but I only heard back from one person. A healing spell went well. I'm not supposed to talk about those. I don't know. There's been quite a few things. Oh my goodness. They're just... Hold on, let me see. Oh, I don't have that on this phone. Well, that's crap. Are you taking new clients now? Yeah, I have, well, yeah, I could take a couple, right now, but usually, I have so many clients that they fill me up like this as soon as I have openings. But I'll take a couple this week, maybe towards the end of the week. It just depends. Sand. Let me see. Radar. I can't talk about that one. Oh, I didn't even see this one. So this was a breakup spell that I did, and it says that they broke up really quickly after the spell work was done. Hello, Julie Clark. How are you? How's it going? But yeah, Lord Welb, I could take a couple. Doing wonderful, and you? I'm doing really good. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's so hard, you guys, to not be able to tell you things that are going on around here. But it's exciting. I think I get to share most things in my Azula group because it's just really small group, and I trust everybody in there, so to not like leak things. How's King Hades? Hades is awesome. He got a summer cut, and he looks really skinny, and but he thinks he looks beautiful, and he really likes it. So we're just like, okay. But it's already growing. Like you could tell it's already starting to grow out. But he looks really good. My thing's not moving. Angels. Miss Kesa. How are you, darling? How are things going? Ryan Medlock. How the hell are you, my friend? The Azula group is just for those. The Azula group has had spell work done correct. Yeah. The Azula group is just for puppets. Do you have any books you've read on craft spell that you're inspired by lately? The only books I read are Primal Craft books. I don't read anything else because, well, I don't want to be rude to other authors. I do have a new book that was written by a specific person, but I don't want to tell any information yet. Till it gets here, it's a brand new book just out, and it's a Primal book, but it's not by Primal Craft. And so I'm really excited about it. And I'm hoping that it's on its way. But anyways, I only read those books because to me, because of where I'm at on my path, other books are just watered down knowledge to me. And so because of, you know, what I've already done, the things that I've already accomplished and things like that on my personal soul ascension path, other books are just not, yeah. But I mean, there are other currents and other things, you know, I'm just not a part of that. And so I don't waste my time with other things because I have so much to do where I'm at that I don't have time to waste on other currents and doing and learning about their stuff because it's irrelevant to me, because this is my path. So I just stay focused here, and I don't let like other stuff try to pull me in, you know. I just stay away from it. I just don't have time for that. That's and every once in a while stuff will creep in, you know, and then I'm just like, no thanks. It's just not my thing. And they'll be like, but Hikate's in this current too, and I'm like, well, she's in every current. But this is where I am. So with her. So you can be with her there and I'll be with her here. And it's nothing against other currents. There's lots of them and there's room for everyone. Hi, Black Widow. I'm good. How are you? I'm fabulous. I'm good. Still haven't heard from Target. Think we need a booster. Well, I thought that you heard from him, but there was some shit going down in his life, and so he couldn't like invest in spending time. That was the last I heard from you. So yeah. So, but I don't want to like get into your personal stuff, but I think that, you know, and you probably know this too, but like when somebody's life is in such a disarray like that, that you're probably going to have to be the one putting in the effort. Because that person is all kinds of fucked up. How long have you been on? For 19 minutes and 39 seconds. And that's to be expected in that situation, I think. You know, that's a normal. Hi, Jen. Jenny. doesn't reach out, but I get it. Yeah, he just... Yeah, I feel like that he's just really stretched. And so if somebody wants to be a part of his life, they're going to have to be the ones to make the effort. Kind of think of it like this. Kind of think of it like you're a single mom. You're trying to raise your kids, your kids on your own. And you have all this other stuff going on too. Plus you have to work and all that. You just don't have time to think about a guy or a man. You know, you're just like, I just don't have time for it. So the man has to make all the effort to see you. If they want to see you, then they're going to have to be the one to step in and make all the plans and be the one to reach out. It's the same kind of thing, but only reversed. You know what I mean? Try to think of it like that. It's not that he has any kind of ill feelings towards you or anything like that. It's just that he's just got his plate full, man. And he's not equipped. But he better get that way real quick, you know? You know what I mean? Sink or swim. There's no subject. We could just talk freely here. We're all friends. Gotcha, laughing out loud. I just miss him. Yeah. Well, you should cook him a fabulous dinner and then take it over to him. And just be like, I cooked you guys dinner tonight. Here you go. Just do little things like that, or, you know. Conflicted. Will you seal on King Paimon or Pazozo? Speak no seal. Oh, well, I speak on King Paimon. No, because I don't work with them. Literature. I don't work with them. I don't work with either one of them. Why is it that in love work, all the exes come back before the target? Laughing out loud. Oh my gosh, isn't that hilarious? It's because your energy gets opened up for love. And so it's kind of like, you know, all the road is open to you. And so then everybody starts feeling it, and then they just come to you. So I say just enjoy it and go out with all of them. Monster. If you wanted to talk about Lucifer, Belial, Kate, Severance, Arcos, Sergai, or any of the primal gods and goddesses, I would be happy to talk about them. Because I don't know about it. Maybe. I don't. No. What? How about Sora? Nope. Who's a monster? Me. I am. Scary one. I got to have a beautiful experience the other night during meditation. I got to see Arcos. He like opened this big tornado in my bedroom, and then he was just there in the middle of the vortex. It was like a big vortex. To me, like when I say like a tornado, that's like a vortex. And it was a huge one. It took up my whole room. And then he was just there. It was awesome. I'm batting a 0 tonight. I know. No DD, sad monster. He said monster. Did you say hammer? Official hammer. Yeah. I wonder if he's referring to Belial's hammer. Hecate. Alright. What do you got? What do you want to know? She's a badass. She's an awesome mother, goddess, queen. What do you want to know about her, darling? And if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. But if I do know, I'll tell you. Just started working with her and I feel protective vibes. Well, that's good. That means she likes you at least. She understands us misfits who don't fit in society. That's for sure. 100%. Yep. She's awesome. Raised. Do you have any ancestry that you know of in witchcraft? I've heard about that playing a part in how skilled a practitioner can sometimes be. Yeah, I do, but I didn't learn anything from them. They were shitheads, so I didn't learn. Cold. I didn't learn anything from my ancestors. I learned everything from Hecate and the ancients. So I prefer to think of it as they are my spiritual ancestors. My spiritual DNA is with the gods. But, yep. Nope. Everything I learned from the gods, from Hecate, and I'm pretty simple. I'm not really that complicated. But, yeah, you can go back and watch my beginning videos and you'll hear all about all the crap that I went through with my human family, my earthly family. I don't know what you want to call them, but it's a long story and I don't really want to get into that because I don't like them. Yep, check it out. Probably have damnation. You'll have to go back to I think I started in 2016, so go back that far. I think that's right. Something like that. And yeah. You can find out all about how I started and see how much I've changed through the years, how much Hecate grew me up, how much I've improved. Flame from CT. All right. I don't know which deities to work with. I don't know if the goddess I call upon, I never know if anyone is present. Well, then they're probably not there. At least for me, when I call them, I can always feel their energy and I always know they're there. Cleansing I did yesterday and the day before made me so sick. Oh goodness, girl. We're gonna have to do some work on you then. Um, I would just say if you're determined, then keep working on it. And if you know, if you're just keep calling them until they come in and ask them to help guide you. And they will. But you'll know they're there. And if you're having a hard time feeling energy and things like that, work on opening your chakras up and stuff like that. Work on your meditation, work on opening up your energies, things like that, and then you'll start being able to sense when they're around you and stuff. Do you sometimes see energy orbs all the time around your candles? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. My castings they go crazy. The candle work goes insane, and sometimes the energy will go up like this, and then sometimes I'll see the evil. Sometimes I'll see spirits in there. Sometimes I'll see people looking at me through the flames of my castings. And when that happens, I try to get up and go and talk to them, like, and tell them, what I want. And, but yeah, I see images of the blue of the flame. And the blue of the flame. Oh, I don't, look up, please repeat what? Look up above the flame, or above the blue. Look in the orange part up there, and you'll see like you could see faces in the orange part. And sometimes they'll be black. They'll just look like, black faces looking at you. I have pictures of them posted on my Coven page on Facebook if you want. If I concentrate on not concentrating by looking at something directly, it always seems to, yeah, me too. I'll tell you a secret. If you could see energy really easy if you practice unfocusing your eyes. Like, practice not like looking at something and then unfocus your eyes. Just unfocus it, and then you could see everything all around you. You do have to practice at it though. Yep, unfocus your eyes, and then you could see everything. Oh, I was trying to read that and it got retracted. I always see, yep, that's it. And also, sometimes if you look through your eyelids, like close your eyes and then look through your eyelids, just like calm yourself. Look through your eyelids and focus on the energy moving around you. You could see them that way too. It's pretty weird. Like, I'll see them walking up to me like this. I know that sounds like a weird thing to do, but it really works. But you won't see it like spirits. It'll just look like energy coming at you. Seeing orbs. Yeah, we have a lot of orbs around here. We have a lot of different kinds of energies around here. You would have to imagine, like, when you're opening portals and vortexes and you're doing circle work and you're calling in, you know, the gods and the goddesses, and you're doing all that, these types of workings, um, it can get a little thick. And if you look at it, if you watch the security cameras at the nighttime ones, you could see them just storming the house sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Let me see what Cindy's saying. The ghost box you use certainly is the best. There are a lot of different ones, but they aren't as good. I know. I always try new ones. Every time somebody suggests one, I'll get it and try it out, but I always go back to this one. My late ex-husband keeps on interfering when I ask questions with my pendulum. Can it be him interfering with the deities? No. No. Isn't good. I believe I got so sick because the gods lifted away some of the curse and negative energy. It's possible. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that later, like to see. We'll talk about that in private to see like what kind of sick you got. But I think that sometimes, okay, sometimes people will get like spiritual attachments on them. We'll say that. And then if we do like a cleansing for you, when it's taken off, it's like, you know, they get ripped off of you. I'm talking about two different things at once. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to say I have a client who needed a curse removal, okay? Or not a curse removal, but had spiritual attachments on her or him. And then I did a thing to remove them. Okay, so then when my client was sleeping or laying in, you know, relaxing, laying down, and they could feel them being ripped off of them, and it was not pleasant. And sometimes when you have spiritual attachments even, and they get taken off of you, you could feel like a sense of loss or grief because you've had them so long that your body and your senses has learned to adapt to having them. And then when they get taken away, it can make you kind of sad because or feel of a loss because all of a sudden you've been, you know, coping with them for this so long, and now all of a sudden it's gone, and you have all this empty space now, and so you have to like deal with that. Yes, or crying. You and your crying. And then but sometimes it can make you sick too. Sometimes when you have spell work done, it can make you have like anxiety. It can make you, it just depends on how sensitive you are and things like that. I'd like to know more about the attachments and how to get rid of them. I think we all have some. Yeah, we do. So sometimes you could imagine I have a ton of attachments, right? Because I'm always casting for people. So every time I cast for somebody, that's an energy attachment on me. So I have a ton all the time. So it doesn't happen very much anymore because now I know how to just remove them. I just do this thing with Hecate, and then I just have her sword going around me and cutting them all off. And during just doing a simple meditation. But sometimes if they're on you so strong and you're having an anxiety attack, don't laugh, you guys, but my hula hoop will get it off of you long enough to do a protection, a meditation to get all the attachments off of you. So my hula hoop is a hula hoop, and I wrapped copper all around it. So you just pull it over your head and drop it to the floor, step out of it, do it a couple times, get it all off of you. You can use selenite. Selenite lamps work really good. Keep them by your bed. That'll keep spirits from attaching to you. I'll show you. Hang on. It's crazy. So this is what it looks like. See, it's got copper wrapped all around it. So Grey Witch had this really good idea. And then right here, he said to drill a hole. There's like an opening in it right there. So you drill a hole right there, and you could fill this with like selenite or, you know, amethyst or whatever you want, like crystals. I never did it, but I want to. I will someday. But yeah, so you just like put it over your head and drop it to the floor, step through it. And that'll get that anxiety off of you long enough to do your protection meditation or do whatever you need to do. It's really hard to do your evocations and stuff when you're having all of that anxiety coming at you. Yeah, it's super easy. We were going somewhere, and then I was having, like, I had something attached to me really strong. And so I called Hecate, and she's like, right now, go. She like told me how to do it, and I was like, okay. So I made my boyfriend take me to the store, and I ran in and bought a hula hoop, and I grabbed some copper wire and wrapped it around it, and I've used it ever since. It's been a few years, I guess. But it helped. It helped me get through. And now, and it also will help, like, if you know how when you're being controlled by circumstances, like you're trying to get something done, but you can't because your phone keeps ringing, or someone's at the door, or, you know, your dog's barking, or there's all these things that are distracting you from getting what you need to do. Those are attachments. They're controlling you by circumstances, keeping you from doing what you need to do. And so this will help with that too. As simple and silly as it is, it works. Yeah. I have to make that. Yes, I have copper wrapped on my electrical cords. I remember that one. That's so cool. Will my illness have an effect? I have liver cancer, and someone told me I have negative forces behind me for a long time. I have no idea, sweetheart. The hula hoop copper makes total sense, but it sounds funny though. It does. Oh man, I haven't heard you talk about the hula hoop in ages. I didn't know you still had that. Yep. I've been doing the energy balls to take off energy I'm aware of, and they work. You've advised, and it works. Love work feels sticky. So yeah, high talent. Do you think the knots do good for protection? Hello. The knots of what? What are you talking about? What knots for protection? You know, it works really good for protection. Oh, knot magic. I love knot magic. I think knot magic works good for everything. Knot magic is fun and powerful, but the way I do it is different than the way other currents use it. I know different kinds of witches use it. It has a whole different meaning than the way I do it. I was informed of this. I won't say by who, but I've talked about it before on here. I had a lady, a witch who said that, who emailed me and told me that I didn't do it correctly or something like that, and that she was going to post a video and I was welcome to watch it so that I could learn a proper way to do knot magic. And I was just like, well, Hecate is the one who showed me how to do it, so if you don't like the way I do it, you can take that up with her. Well, everybody does things differently, and it means different things for different people. For me, I put like a spell in each knot, and then as it burns and it opens up and goes up in flame, then it releases that like a little fireball. It's the greatest of witchcraft. So I like to use knot magic for prosperity and, you know, things like that. That's what I like to use it. I think it's most effective when you use it for prosperity. For me, anyways. I prefer. I don't think I've ever used knot magic for protection. I work with the gods for protection. I don't mess around with that anymore. I used to try to do it myself, but now I don't. Now I just call Hecate, Belial, or Lucifer. But I have so much, like, it's not a thing. I don't have to worry about protection anymore. I don't know if you have any videos talking about how to get rid of cursed jar work. You could do like cleansing baths and things like that. If you don't work with the gods, then you could do that. But you guys have to remember that cleansing baths are only temporary. It's not a permanent removal of curses. It'll cleanse you off. It'll do good to get things off of you for, like a week or two. But you're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to do it more than once. And especially if you're having continuous work done, it's going to keep coming back on you until, you do something extra. After so many invocations, I feel like protection comes with it. Well, it does kind of, but like, okay, I'll just tell you. Okay, so for me, Belial gave me beetles, the fire beetles. Okay, so he gave me those for protection, so when people upset me or fuck with my energy, the beetles will go after them and they'll have a really bad fucking day. They'll just be a pile of dust when they're done. Lucifer gave me the auburn stone. And so with the auburn stone, I have access to a giant rock in the middle of the Black River or whatever it is. There's a realm where everything is black. The trees are black. The sky is black. The water's black. Everything's black. It's all darkness. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But, and so there's a big stone in the middle. And with that, I can put people there, like other witches that come at me. Then I could take them and put them on that stone, and then they will be judged by the fire of Lucifer. So I have that. And then I have, the Cloak of Hecate. There's just so many protections from the gods and the goddesses. When you're doing soul elevation, they make sure you're equipped to be protected. And I've done like stuff with the demon princes and Sephrons, and I just don't have to really, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like, ooh, I'm badass. I'm not trying to be all hot tea or anything. I'm just saying, you know, truthfully, I really don't have to worry about it anymore. I mean, but I still get people who try stuff, and I always know about it instantly. I always can feel it and know about it, and I'm just like, really? That's kind of stupid. How dumb are you? Why? Go do something for yourself besides worrying about me and what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything to you or worrying about you, and I'm just doing my own thing and walking my own path, and I'm not fucking with you. So why are you fucking with me? Just don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. Because it's not going to work anyways. Laughing out loud. I do a lot of those baths, but I feel good after. Yeah. I'm going to do that for 13 days. Woo! I love Lucifer. Me too. You've had issues by other witches? Well, yeah. Oh, something got removed. Yes. The worst when you can't be protected from yourself. Yeah, Black Widow likes to curse herself on accident. I think you're a badass. You're a natural. Thanks. It's this. I will tell you guys truthfully, and I don't usually talk about the primal path, but the primal path is, and I don't know a lot about the other paths, so I'm not comparing it with other currents or anything like that. I'm just telling you that this one will kick your fucking ass. Like, it is hard, and it requires dedication and loyalty. And if you're a quitter or a flighty person, or oh, I love you today, and then tomorrow you're a weekend warrior kind of thing, you don't want to walk with the gods daily, this type of thing, then this path will eat you up, chew you up, and spit you out like nobody's business. And this path is all about change. Working with Hecate will change your life. So if you have everything the way you like it and you don't want to have any change in your life, then this path is not for you. Nope. Because it'll be her way. It's her way, not yours. Elevation, sorry. I think, oh. Elevation, path of elevation, soul elevation. The black realm where everything is black. I don't know where that plane is, but it glows. Just not with a color I can see. The black realm that I was referring to does not glow, but you could see everything. You could see the trees clearly, but they're black. You could see the water moving clearly, but it's black. Everything is black. The sky is black. Everything is black. Well, a lot of people won't ever go there. It's not a place for everyone to go. I've never been scared of Lucifer. Ever, ever, ever. Never. When I see Lucifer, I just love him. I've never had any fear of the gods or goddesses. Just because things are black doesn't mean you can't see them. Same, I always see him beautiful, but sometimes his energy. Never been scared of him. the gods are fierce and stuff, but they, for me personally, they're my family, and I've never been afraid of them. Um, I've seen some pretty intense things that would normally scare people, but I don't know. I think that when I first started, I think I was scared all the time, and then Hecate just took that off me, and I've never been scared since. She took the fear off me. That's great. Please, I want to know, how long have you been practicing this, and what are some of the meditations that can open you to receive the messages the gods have for you? I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of when I got my first primal book. It wasn't very long ago. I've only been doing primal work since not very long, just like, I don't know, maybe 4 years, something like that. I can't remember. I think I've only just barely not been doing primal very long. But once I found it, there's the whole thing. I was doing possession work with Hecate because I've always, from the beginning, messenger, from the very beginning, I've always worked with Hecate, but, oh, that's okay. I don't remember what year it was, but it hasn't been very long. I haven't been doing primal stuff very long. I was doing energy work, possession work with Hecate, and then I came in and I was in possession with her, and I was online, and then she like helped me to find the book, and I bought it, and then I just, ever since it got to me, that's what I've been doing. And I've never quit. Not once. Not even wavered. Not even bent. No matter who came at me, I still didn't quit. No matter who told me to quit, told me I wasn't good enough, and I wasn't this, and I wasn't that, and blah, blah, blah. I still never stopped. I never even slowed down. So, those people can go fuck themselves in the ass. Yeah. And I don't follow man. I only follow the gods. So there's that. But, so, there's, I used to be afraid to see a spirit pop out of nowhere. When I first started working, they used to really fuck with me, the spirits did. And Hecate would have to come and help me to deal with that and process what was happening. But after she took the fear away from me, I used to be able to see them walking through the walls in my house, and I would just be like, videotape it. That's cool. And so I'm not scared of them anymore. They used to like bother me in the shower, scratch me, turn the lights off when I was in the bathroom, do things like that, throw things at the shower curtain from off the counter, I don't know. They open my door abruptly. They would do things all the time to mess with me, and they don't do that anymore. Change, change, change. Their gods are here to change and help mankind. Why should you fear them? Exactly. I agree with you. You shouldn't fear them. And if you do, then you're going to be afraid a lot. But if you can't help it, some people can't help it. They just are programmed that way. I would just ask Hecate to take that off you. I bet that's real fun when you're having a romantic date night. Ha ha ha. Well, they never really do it, like, they never really did things like that when other people were around, but it was pretty bad. When they're tired, when they try to drop a thing on my head in your spare room, I was just like, don't you dare. And they stopped. When she came to visit, there's like a shelf above the bed in the guest room, and there was something up on the shelf, and they were like slowly pushing it over the edge to fall right on her head, and she was laying there watching it move, going a little bit more and a little bit more, and she's like, no. They were saying something to you too, and you could hear them talking. What were they saying? I can't remember. Something like, who is she? Let's see what she does. Something like that. I don't know. My house is very haunted, obviously. But we're used to it. It doesn't really bother us. Sometimes you get attached to the house, though, and then you don't want to leave it. And so it's good to, like, get out, and away from the house for a few hours, and just, or get out of town, but it can get a hold of you and make you not ever want to leave it. So you have to be careful with that. Yep. Something about, let's see how she reacts. I said, dude, I'm trying to effing sleep. Then they were Snickers, and they didn't bother me again. Yeah. I'm trying to remember, who was it that was in the kitchen that one time and they threw a knife at her? Who was that? They've thrown knives at me in my kitchen. Landed at right before my feet, right there, just like. And I was like, hey, you don't want me cooking in here? No problem. I'm out. Peace. Would love to know the name of the book. Mom, thanks. The name of which book? What one do you want to know? The one it was Christine. That's right. It was Christine. Yep. So Christine came to visit, and she was in my kitchen, and they threw a knife at her. And she was like, I'm not leaving. You can't make me leave. And she just like sat at the table, and she just sat there, and she's like, I'm not leaving. I was like, well, if they throw knives at you, you might want to reconsider that stance, because, yeah. Sometimes you'll walk in the kitchen and all the cupboard doors will open. That's fun. My old Pontiac was named Christine. There's a movie like that too. Yeah. But then she kind of did. Yeah. Yep. There's stuff. There's a haunted house. Go figure. A witch with a haunted house? Oh, no. It's okay. We're used to it. Your car was haunted. Because you named it Christine. What are your thoughts on Kabbalah. I don't really have any. I have no thoughts on that. Oh, you're funny. Nice try though, but no thanks. Same day, someday I will come to visit you, and I would love to do that. To what? Go in in my house? Where do I find guys that are totally down with dating a witch? You don't. There's very few of them. You'll have to do a spell to bring one to you. I love that you don't talk about things you don't know. Many online people will try to front. Nope, not me. It's way hidden. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not into it. It's not primal. So, to see you, that is one of my goals. Oh, cool. Well, you'll have to try to get in the States. From what I've heard, they're getting ready to shut shit down again, so, but I can't really talk about that either. Because we don't really have freedom of speech anymore, so. Some things you can say, some things you cannot say. But anyways, I've been on for an hour and 7 minutes, and it really sucks. It does. Yep. It does really suck. No. We're not going to get into that either. We're not getting into the politics. Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Sarah Ann. How are you? Find a witch man. I know, they're really, it's not easy. Yep, they're very few and far between. Thank you for your info that you share. I appreciate you. Good night. Good night. Yeah, I don't know. All the political things are witchcraft too. I agree with you. I'm good. How is your day, Blue? My day is awesome. But you got on right when I'm getting off. I gotta get ready, get set up, and get some things pulled for my castings I'm getting ready to do, and it's great to share stories. Just in general questions. Yeah. I know, I haven't been on in like a week, so I mean, I do lives almost every day, but just not on YouTube. They're all over the place on other platforms. And so, it's kind of hard to catch me. So I try to get on. Kelly reminds me that I need to go on, do a live on YouTube. And, okay. Let me see. What does Natasha got for me? Let's see. The Black Realm. I visited that place as a child, and I was so young. You describe it exactly as I remembered. I've never forgotten this place. I never understood why I was taken there. Have a good night. Natasha. It's good seeing you. So, Natasha, when you were there, wait. The book you said Goddess Hecate helped you find. Oh, the Queen of Hell. Sorry. on your journey. The Queen of Hell by Mark Allen Smith. And then after that book, it was like it matched my energy to the T, and it was exactly where I was supposed to be, and I've never turned away from it, not even for a minute. Nope. I knew that's where I belonged. I knew that's what I was supposed to be doing. I finally found like where I fit in my life. My path was clear to me after that, like everything. And so, you know, when you find that fit, it's the most amazing thing when you spent your whole life not belonging, and then all of a sudden you find what you're supposed to, your purpose. And it's just an amazing thing. It's just really sad when people who are also in the same current try to discourage you or ruin it for you, or take it from you. And you just can't let anybody do that to you. That book introduced me to the gods. Yes. Well, I was already with Hecate, but I didn't have my balance. I didn't have, you know, my relationship with Belial and Lucifer. But now I do. And you know, I know who I am. And that's that. And nobody could take that from me. Unfortunately, I didn't catch you sooner in here, Blue, and I love listening to you talk. It calms me somehow. Hopefully it's not because I'm monotone. I hate people. I hate to listen to people talk who are monotone. It's like you just want to stab yourself in the cheek, you know. I try to not be monotone. But everybody is different. Not everybody belongs in this current. Not everybody is a Wiccan. Not everybody is, you know, I don't know. There's all kinds of different currents. Nordic, and not everybody is, I don't know, whatever else there is. There's all kinds of different currents that people fit in. Well, I don't fit in those. And so I've been invited and asked to join and asked to be in many different currents. And I always say, no, thank you. Especially when you don't feel good. What do you mean? I'm so grateful to be a part of this group here where I can learn from you, Blue, even if I'm not in the primal current. I deeply respect it. That's awesome. I respect all magic and I respect all the other currents. They're just not for me. And it's not, I would never say anything. I try to not ever say. The only time I ever say anything bad about another current is if they've done shit to me. Then of course I'm going to say bad things about it. So even my own current, they've done lots of shit to me, and so I say shit things about them, and they're, you know, in this current, and so they're really hard people to deal with. I think that a lot of times in any current, not just this one, but in any current, when people start working with the gods and they start feeling that power, it makes them think that they're better than everyone else. It you know, they start getting all cliquey and judgy, and they know more than you, and yeah, the ego comes along. There you go. Perfect. you know, it just gets out of hand. And then the next thing you know, they're jealous, and then they're saying mean, hateful things, and spreading lies about you. I've even had some people take my testimonies or things that specifically have happened to me and use them in a form and say that it was their experience when it wasn't their experience. That was something that was given to me, gifted to me by the gods, and then they try to make it all about them, and they, like, word for word, everything that happened to me, they said locust. They said it happened to them, and I called them out on it right away, and they were like, they laughed about it and said, well, that chat room was getting boring and nobody was sharing anything, so I just told one of yours, you know, one of your testimonies, and I was just like, that's not cool, and you shouldn't do that. That's mine, you know, that was given to me, not you. Yeah, it was not, it was a line for me because that person was supposed to be my friend. But shit happens. But then spirit sits you down. Yeah. I've had a lot of experiences with other witches that get competitive on their success rate and on manifestation of spells. Yeah. Yeah, get your own. Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot too. Um, so what I do to keep myself out of that and keep that kind of shit off of me is I don't pay attention to other people's stuff. I don't look at their pages. I don't read their articles. I just stay in my own little world and focus on my own path and do my own thing. And that's it. And sometimes, well, not very often. It's only happened like once, maybe twice, where it was brought to my attention that somebody was being bullied, or twice. It's happened twice now. Just recently, even, where somebody was being bullied, and they were talking shit about them and making fun of them and saying what they could and couldn't do. And I was just like, look, you're just going to have to not listen to that. Walk your own path. If Hecate tells you to do it, even though they say you can't do it, but if Hecate is telling you to do it, then you better fucking do it. You know, don't listen to people. Don't listen to man. Listen to the gods. And that's it. And everything else will just fall. And just let it fall, because you don't need it. Especially about anything. Fame and money, just gotta focus on you and know what you can do. Yeah, I've been accused of being a sellout and this and that, and my answer to that is, this is my last life here, and I'm going to enjoy it. And if the gods want to give me gifts, then I'm going to receive them. And if you have a problem with that, you can go fuck yourself. Don't give me no mind to people trying to drag you down. Yep. Stop listening to men who think they're gods. They aren't. Well, this is true. I think that I'm not going to get into all that. Lucifer and I had a chat about that earlier, and I'm not going to get into that. There's always a reason for some things, and it needs to be that way. So, who am I? Let them be gods, and I'll just do what they need me to do while I'm here, and then when I'm done being here, I get to go and be with them And that's all I care about. And that's all that matters. And because I'm so loyal and I love them so much, they like to give me presents. And I love that. I know. I know, Swamp Witch, but it was similar. That's where my brain went. But I know what you're talking about too, though. But it might be the same thing. Who knows? Okay, so I'll touch on this really quickly. Okay, so do you guys know, like, when you do soul ascension, when you're on the path of soul ascension, you go so far. Like, there are certain rites that you could do where you get crowns. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it basic and not get too deep into it. You're dangerous. Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna get deep into it, but there are certain rites in soul work that you could do. Okay, so where when you complete them, the goddess will give you crowns that mean certain things. Okay, and with those crowns comes gifts and things like that. Basically, if you complete the work and you stay on your path and you stay devoted, when I leave this realm, this earth, this body, I will get to go and be with her and be with the gods and walk as a god, or goddess, I should say. And other people can do that too, that are called to do that. Some people have to be, reborn and do stuff over again and things like that. I won't be doing that this time, and I know that. This is it for me. And so if I want something, I have it. I just tell Hecate, oh, I so want that. And she'll, like, next thing you know, there it is. Like within a week. She just totally, but I don't ever ask really for anything because all I really want is them. And so, but if I do want something, it always shows up, you know. I'm not very good at my job. We are both. It disappeared. Instigators. I'm not trying to instigate anyone. I'm really not. I just love them with every fiber of my being. And that's all I can say about them, is that I love them. And if you find that in your own path, then hold on to it and don't let it go, no matter what. No matter who tells you to. Don't do it. Don't let it go. And you will be rewarded. I know, but when someone is doing you wrong, you don't back off, which you shouldn't have to, and I'm right there egging you on, backing you up. Well, I try to stay politically correct as I possibly can because I don't want to close anybody up. I don't want to hurt anybody, or even though they've tried to hurt me or have hurt me, I still don't, I'm not like that, and whatever. Anyways, I'm getting off of here. I'm babbling now, so it's been 1 hour and 24 minutes, 44 seconds. So, I love you guys, and I'm out of here. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you all soon. Good night. Blessings and love. Peace out. Wait! Geo Angel, hi, love you. Bye.